Hey, you tourists, it's your boy Domination. This is Back in the Basic. Jungle Deuces out with the text, baby man of those back. You know this. Real men rise up, fake men rise down. Real women rise up, fake women rise down. Proud to wear preacher, preach on. And today's topic to talk about is the only place you ever gonna get it. 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 Only place you ever gonna get it is right back basic. Jungle Deuces out with the text, baby. Man of those back. You know this. Real men rise up, fake men rise down. Real women rise up, fake women rise down. Proud to wear preach and preach on. And today's topic to talk about today is I want to talk about Black Friday. Black Friday is the day the following of Thanksgiving in the United States and the fourth Thursday of November. And since at the least the 1930s, it has been regarded as the beginning of the Christmas shopping season in U.S. And most of the modern and recent open and very early and more recently during over overnight hours and offer promote of the sales. Black Friday is not a office of holiday and but California and some other states to reserve the day after Thanksgiving as a holiday for the states for the state government employees. Sometimes in the letter of under a federal holiday, much as much as a Columbus Day. Fuck Christopher Columbus Day. How about that? Been known for slave Native Americans, been known for enslaving blacks. The other way, and that's the karma's gonna fall if they don't change that. Unfortunately, many non-reserved employees and schools have both Thanksgiving and the former Friday off, which, along with the follow recent weekend, make it a 4 day weekend. And hereby, in the catcher of the numbers of prediction shopping, it has the it's had it had literally been the a buzzer shopping buzzer shopping day of the year since 2005, all through all through the news report, all that all which which at which at that time was in Kevin had been to describe it as the and bus shopping day of the year for as much as longer uh, period of time. And since story to recent face year and upward, the year at this time, and portrayed in Humboldt said, and in short age of stack, it create a state of positive feedback. In 2014, and spend a volume on in 2014 and spend a volume on Friday the 13th. I mean, it's been okay. Excuse me. In 2014, spending a volume on in 2014, spending a volume on Black Friday felt for the first time since in 2008 reception. Thank you, Obama. Obama 50. Hold on for a second. Hold on, people. I'll get right back. Hold on. Okay, as I say, okay, I'm back to this. All right. Okay. In 2014, spit a volume on Black Friday falling for the first time since in the 2008 recession. Thank you for Obama. 50.9 billion was spending during the 4 day Black Friday weekend. down 11% from the previous year. However, the U.S. economy was not in a recession. Christmas is week. Christmas week has been cited as the fact in the durable importance of Black Friday, as as many as recently and now spread it out the and promotion over the inter month uh, 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 of November and December, rather the recent rate them on a single shopping day or weekend. The early evidence phrases Black Friday applied to the day after Thanksgiving, reasoning that the reasoning that the term origin in Philadelphia was when it was used to describe the heavy and disruptive in predominantly and the vehicles traffic that irregularly on on the day after Thanksgiving. However, a widespread belief is that that term represent the joint represent the point in the year where reason travel begins to turn a profit for the year through going from being in the red to bringing in the bring it bring I mean in the red to being in the blacks in the blacks. For many years, it wasn't common for a restaurant to open at 6 o'clock a.m., but the late 2000s have risen to 5 o'clock or evening 4 o'clock. This was and taken a new exam in 2011 was that several reasons including Target, Kmart, and and Mercy, Best Buy at the best open at midnight for the first time in 2012. Walmart and the several other retailers announced that they would open most of the stores at 8 o'clock p.m. on Thanksgiving Day and probably called for without around some workers. In 2014, stores much as JCPenney's, Best Buy, and Radio Shack open at 5 p.m. on the Thanksgiving Day, while the stories much Targets, Walmart, and Burger and 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 open at 6 p.m. on Thanksgiving Day. Three states, Rhode and Maryland and Maryland and Massachusetts, and provided the larger supermarkets, best box stores, and department stores from open on Thanksgiving during the during two blue laws. It has been reported of violence and revelry in between the shoppers on Black Friday since 2006. There has been several reported deaths, and and 98 injured throughout the United States. It is the common from probably a shop to camp out over the Thanksgiving holiday in effect to the recure a place in front of the line and through a better chance at getting the desired term. This postman this postman and decidedly unsafely rich, much as using pro method and generated in the most inherent cause. And in the general, the block emergency access and fire lane, causing at least one city to ban the practice. Let me say this. When you hear about Black Friday, right? What's referred to? I'm gonna show you. Black Friday is how the shopping market is about to crash from this flat currency dollar tree in this dollar mint system that we're in. This is why like I said again, if our white counterparts would have started telling the truth in the first place, we wouldn't be all this stuff. But see, they don't want to admit it. The Templar Knights. This is from the Knight Templars. This right here. I'm not gonna read this too much to you. You can look it up. And the first headquarters over there from the Temple Mount in Jerusalem, and Ricochet call it the Temple of Solomon. And from this location derived the name of Templar. Yeah, these people are the bloodline of those people. That's when the day of Friday the 13th, when the Knight Templars was arrested. October the 13th, 1307. The first Grand Master and Huey D. and PG and last Grand Master. Huh? No, I don't think so. Last Grand Master and Sequat de Molay. So when they arrested, it got something to do with King Philip IV and Pope Benedict the Fifth, Pope Benedict Fifth, or something like that. It got a lot to do with, and what they got arrested for treating, mean they were stealing something for the poor people and not receive giving back to help the pilgrim people, and that they was practice homosexuality and homosexuality and worship fake image or worship God. And this is why a lot of this stuff is going on. I'm not stupid. It's sad that we don't know anything about these people. Yeah, it says right here, which the last of the order leaders gone, this remain Templars around Europe are evenly arrested and tried under the popular investigation, with eventually a non and convicted and permanently bed into other military orders, much as the Knight Hospitars or penitents off and allowing to live out their days peacefully by the paper and degree. The property of the Templars was translated to the orders of Hospitars. So they left out of there and they changed the name to Hospitars because that's where they create the hospitals. If you look at Switzerland, the logo, they got the goddamn a black red cross and then a black white cross, a silver cross. You can go look this stuff up. And also says, which is also in deep in bed, many of the Templars members. In fact, the dissolution of the Templars could be seen at the medley of the two rival orders. Some may have fled to the other territories outside and the popular control, much as the ex-commercial Scotland or to Switzerland. That's a real reason. The reason why they went to Scotland is because they're the co-founders of Freemasonry. That's why they think they're the master race. They think they Aryan. They think they Khazars. These people are the real reason, and for why this racism is continued. If people don't understand and why this stuff, and feminists ain't nothing but a damn joke. It's a fucking joke. And you know what's so sad? It created behind a man. Yeah, I thought it was a woman came up with this term, but unfortunately it came from a man. Guess what? A white guy on top of that. Yeah. Thanks, white people. Thank you. Because y'all are the main reason, and y'all do everything you can. You better get the Ku Klux Klan, because I know I would. Because I know who they are. Hold on for a second. Hold on. All right. Hold on for a second, people. Yeah, that's why they, I'm sorry about that, but as I'm saying, that's why they went to the goddamn Scotland. The Scottish heritage. Yeah, I studied a whole continent of Europe. And I'm saying, when I look at Ku Klux Klan and the original Knight Templars, hmm, these people sure look familiar. This explains it. That's why the Ku Klux Klan group is coming out right now trying to protect this money system, that the money they stole. Yeah, they stole the money from African people. And then they turn around and act like, you can't tell me shit. But you know what the sad part about this? The sad part about this, that means black people got the Knight Templars blood in them. And even though black people are descendants of the Moors, so that means black people run Europe for what, 700 years? From 10,000 years ago? And then when the Knight Templars came around, Knight Templar came around at 10. They've been talking about the Knight Templars for many years. I tell you, they're the real reason why my ancestors is no longer living right now. But guess what? We slaved them people, Europeans. We slaved the Scottish people. Hell, we slaved the Italian people and the Spanish people. I don't know about the rest of the Europeans. We're being slaved by British, Spanish, and French. Because what they did to French. Why do you think French was been a target? Because French did something to the Knight Templars, or the Templars Knights. That's what they did to them. They burned them, strike by mistakes. But they would worship a fake, idolize, and idolize, worship God. And it got something to do with Philip IV of French, and it got something to do with Pope Vladimir the Fifth, something like that. Go look it up. And the year at this time, about 1119 to 1312. So that would be before the day after when they got rid of the Knight Templars for good. They still around. They never left. They're the ones created Freemasonry. They're the ones create the Illuminati. They're the ones create all these damn symbolism that you see right now on MTV, BET, VH1, all of them. White people are just like milk in some different ways. This is why they try to do everything they can to stay afloat and stay appeal as a damn milk. But once you mix that goddamn fucking chocolate, all of a sudden that becomes a goddamn problem. Oh my God. Yeah. To this day, if you don't have blonde hair and blue eyes for some reason, you're not Aryan. It's a caste system over there in India. It's a caste system from India people. The North Indians, somehow they Aryan, German, Swedish, whatever. And then you got the South India mixed with the goddamn Nigerian or Ethiopian or Sam Bushman people, Asian. Man, y'all need to look this stuff up. And look what also said. God know who is wrong and have sinned, and soon and readily and weaken to those have predominant us to death. Pope and preventative men died only a month later, and King Philip died in a hunting accident before the end of the year. So they put a cursement what they did to the Knight Templars. The Ku Klux Klan are the reincarnation of the Knight Templars. Their bloodline. I don't care if people don't believe me. I got the proof right here, and it says it right here. So anybody think I'm lying? Look what it says, Switzerland. That's why Switzerland is the most expensive place of Europe. Why? Because the banking system was set up over there. And why Scotland? Scotland is because where the real Freemasonry started from. I know what these people are all about. And they're going to fucking pay for what the shit they do. That give you no right to slave anybody. Don't get me wrong. I'm sorry for what my ancestors enslaved you. You need to apologize for something you slaved my damn ancestors. But to this day, they'll still deny it. And you know the sad part, our own people slaved us, and their own people slaved us. Our own people slaved us, and their own people slaved them. They slaved us. We slaved them, they slaved us. It should have never happened. It should have never goddamn happened. Yeah, they created an order. And this is why to Scotland, to Switzerland, and the Knight Templars organization in Portuguese and simply changed the name from the Knight Templars to the Knights of Christ, the Knights of Christ. Yeah, they somehow it got something to do with Jesus Christ killing John the Baptist. Now I don't know how true that is. Don't take everything I'm saying, but why is it that there's a real reason why they call white people masters for some reason? The slave masters, the slave masters and the masters of slaves. When I master you, I make you bow down to me. I make you serve me. I make you worship me. That you can't strive to maintain the maintainization on your own. The word slave has come from the fucking word of goddamn Slav. I get tired of hearing us always refer to ourselves as slaves. Why is it that I never hear Asians say they slaves? I never hear black people slaves. Is it could be because white people are the first slaves before we were? Yeah. Could it be the Asians? And then we built the railroads right along with the Asian people. Oh yeah, sure. They've been calling black people nigs for many years. Basically, they trying to say we're a dead race. In other words, they trying to kill us. That's what they're saying. And you white supremacists, man, y'all gonna pay the fucking shit y'all do. And y'all know y'all the original goddamn Knight Templars. Y'all tracing y'all heritage to y'all bloodline. All you gotta do is look at these people's bloodline. These people ain't coming out of nowhere. These people ain't coming out of no goddamn fucking sky. I'm sorry. It's sad that we buy into this bullshit lie and we don't even ask questions. I bet you black Americans don't know nothing about the Knight Templars. Don't know nothing about these people. They own the banking system. Don't think that TMZ and World Star Hip Hop has not been owned by Viacom. Yeah, the same folks that own MTV, VH1, and all the rest of them. Yeah, they've been owned by those people who own MTV, Viacom, Redstone. Yeah, he's a wealthy Irishman, Irish guy. Look at Donald Trump, for example. He mixed with German and Irish. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm talking about? You see what the hell I'm talking about, huh? This is why, man. It's sad. The banking system was set up to right here in Britain. But even though all the locations of original banking over there in Switzerland. And Scotland were the original founder of free Scottish masonry. This is why. But when you look at Prince Hall Masonry, he don't even exist. He don't even exist. Let's look at Prince Hall Masons, huh? Let's look at that. Let's look at Prince Hall Masons. Yeah, let's look at that. I've been doing this shit for the whole damn fucking time, and I didn't say anything. We've been lying on white folks. Y'all should have explained to us this shit years ago. But I bet y'all knew this all the time, didn't you? I bet you knew it. I bet you knew it the whole fucking time. And we ain't built no fucking civilization. The first thing they say is white. But if you look at these people, they don't even look like they goddamn white. Maybe white blood, but maybe look like they got some white in them. But I could have sworn they look like they black. I could have sworn. Look at Prince Hall Mason. Prince Hall Masonry. Look at Prince Hall. Prince Hall Mason. If Prince Hall Mason is so goddamn fucking real, how come Prince Hall Mason don't exist? How come he don't exist? Because it says right here, they don't even know if this man still exists or he's still living. Look what it says. Prince Hall Mason, 1735, 1738, 1807. was a African American noted as the common and common abolishment list for his leadership in the free black community in Boston, and as the founding members of Prince Hall Masonry. He is advocate for education rights for black children, and was actually in the back to Africa movement. That's the same thing what Marcus Garvey was talking about. But Marcus Garvey was born in Jamaica. Who gave the name Jamaica? It's the British people gave the name, the word of Jamaica. Look at Britannia and the daughter America. Yeah, they will never tell the truth. Hall trying to gain to New England, to enslavement, to free blacks as a place in Freemasonry, education, and military, which was some of the most critical species here of society in his time. Hall is considered the founder of Black Masonry in the United States, known as Prince Hall Masonry. Hall was reformed the African Grand Lounge of North America. Prince Hall was probably elected its Grand Master and served till his death in 1807. But there's one problem, people. There is one problem. Listen to this. Steve Gladstone, the author of Free Trail, Boston, state that Prince Hall, known for his role in creating a black Freemasonry and championing equal education rights and fight slavery, was of the most influenced free black leaders in the late 1700s. And this confused about his year of birth, place of birth, parents, and marriage, at least and partly during to the multiple numbers of Prince Hall during this lifetime. What does that tell you right there, people? This man don't even exist. Prince Hall Masonry. I knew that this Prince Hall Masonry was bullshit by the time you look at it. Because if you look at Albert Pike was a Mason, and what God they believe. Oh yeah, let's hear from Albert Pike, man. We got a special guest in this spreading audience today, and his name, Albert Pike. Let's give a round of applause, people. Yeah, look at that. I knew these people were full of shit. And these white folks knew about it because they didn't say nothing. It's sad, man. I've been lied to for 30 years. 30 years, people. To buying this shit. These are the same people that created eugenics. And look what it does right now. Hell, they don't even want black women having babies. Well, you got that right. Our people are still afraid. I ain't afraid of no Ku Klux Klan. Also known as the original Knight Templars. Yeah, that's why I explained they coming out here. The skinheads, the Aryan Brotherhood, the white nationalist movement, and all the rest of them. Them bastards, them snakes. You bastard eating flesh and stuff. And man, I tell you, man, you'd be surprised. Let's go, Albert Pike. Let's have applause, people. Albert Pike. And there's a quote he said. This is what the God they believe. And you wouldn't believe what he just said, what Freemasons believe. That which we must say to the crowd is I'm gonna say it again. That which we must say to the crowd is we worship a God, but it is the God that God that one adore without superstitions to you. And several region of Grand Inspector General, we say this, that you may repent it to the embodiment of the 32, 31, and 30 degrees in the Mason religion, and shall be by all of us in, in, invited of the highest degree, and immediately in the purity of the Luciferian doctrine. If Lucifer is not God, would do not mandate in Jesus and consummate and be spread spread false and harmful statements about him? Yes, Lucifer is God. Look what he said, people. They worship Lucifer, also known as the son of Satan, the son of Hades. Yeah, the son of Hades, son of Satan, the son of Hades. Lucifer is the son of Hades. Hades is the father of Lucifer. What does that tell you right there? Jesus is what? The son of Zeus. Zeus is the son of Jesus. This is nothing new. I'm going to tell you something, man. And I'm going to say this one more time. If I ever find out that the Ku Klux Klan, also known as the original Knight Templars, and they own the goddamn 501c3, they own the goddamn, the hospital, the banks, even the damn fucking church. You Freemasons, y'all got a lot of explaining to do. Why is it Albert Pipes said this right there? And you white Masons, you fucking white motherfucking Masons, y'all come out there and you say that you don't believe in God. This white guy even confront another white guy and tell him that, did you know what Jesus said? Jesus says, to that we do not know, not to know to what we approach and what we approachment of truth. Something like that. And he said, Jesus said that? And you have no heard of him. No. And he said, he said Lucifer. What does that tell you right there? And I went to church today, so I know what these people believe. I know what they believe in their heart. They're telling you right there. If you spread out some falsification on the God that a fake idol worship they believe, they will kill you if you say something. Man, I wish they would. Fuck them. These people, man, the military, the whole nine, they are telling you what they plan on to believe. And you black women, y'all been lied to, because that word feminist came from a Frenchman, Charles Forward. Yeah, go look him up, because your white sister girlfriends ain't gonna never tell you this. And you white women, y'all been lied to too. How many of y'all know that y'all men came up with that term feminist? And this is a Frenchman on top of that. A Frenchman. Yeah, on top of that. These are same French are the ones that slay blacks. And they have the nerve going to sit there and say that they didn't have nothing to do with it. Bullshit. There was the one put the goddamn Knight Templars out of the goddamn people of motherfucking power, and they still in power today. They took the Moors in power, and they're afraid they're going to be back in power. Let me say to this. I'm not condoning what happened to slavery. That was the worst thing that goes on in our history. We got to do it together. Black, white, Asian, everybody. Because these people are evil, man. And Albert Pike, man, if he was still there, I hope he rotting piss and shit in hell. Because it goes to show you, and he's part of the member of the Golden Knight, the Golden Circle of the Knights. Yeah, the same people are the ones that killed Abraham Lincoln. The same people are the ones that killed JFK. Yeah, the FBI, the ones that killed Malcolm X. What does that tell you right there, people? Even the goddamn civil rights movement. The civil rights movement is a goddamn joke. It's a fucking joke. And the Tea Party, y'all joke too. That come from Tea Party. And I bet you that come from Britain. It did. The Tea Party. The Tea Party. Couple of tea. Yeah, Tea Party. That's still coming from the British rule power. But they enslaved the Irish people. And I could call from Russia. Why would they stand a bunch of goddamn Nazis and they've been knowing what the war with y'all? You see what I'm talking about, people? Even though China and Russia was both communist countries, they are, and socialists at the same time. Communism is people you're supposed to get money for back to support the workers, not receive the money from the back from the government. That's what it is. You got to money receive it back to the government. You work for the government and not working for the people, working for you as a person, as an American right as a citizen workers, from working people. That got to stand for working class, middle class people, and poor people. That's capitalism. That's communism. That's communism right there. Socialist is people who you socialize, who you socialite to of a group. Yeah, yeah, people. Yeah, folks. Yeah, these people telling you, and they got everybody around in the circle. I ain't gonna lie to you. This world that we're living in is nothing but a goddamn circus. It really is. And then fuck the goddamn Empire show they put on fucking TV. It's all fake and shit. They're trying to tell you I ain't never sold the drugs in my goddamn life. Who put the drugs in there? Everybody knows the CIA had a lot to do with that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, they become we can be heroes. Just in one day. Yeah. Yeah, they making money off of this. Are we having a party up in here? They have a party up in here. They say, fuck them niggas over there, them niggers. We're gonna make money. We're gonna get them arrested and all that. This is why in every goddamn movie you always see is the damn white guy and the fucking lead of goddamn movies. Watch the black movies. Black men always portrayed as being opera room, papa room idiots that look like back on goddamn on TV, look like goddamn fucking idiots. And you got our black women been programmed to think, all the single ladies, all the single ladies, all the single ladies. That bullshit. You really believe that? I'm gonna show you something. The word feminist that come from Charles Forward, this fucking dude right here. Why that's not been talking about on CNN and Fox News? Why that's not talking about? He was born in April the 1772 in Bedemic of France. He died October the 10th, 1837, age 65, in Paris, France. 19% of philosophy and Western philosophy in this utopia socialist. I'm not going to get on this utopia. You can go look it up for yourself because they're going to create a world, a good place. A good place. But if it was a dystonia, that become no place. There's no place, a bad place. Basically, they talking about black, and in this whole utopia, they talking about white. See, it goes to show you this is a damn joke. And you people, y'all need y'all ass kicked for something to do. And the main interest of civilization, work, economy, and desire, and independent of ship of community, and prevalent and attractive work. You know what the attractive work is? To get women to be attracted to self-sex. That's what it is. And he is what? He's a woman supporter. Look what it says. Forward was also a supporter of women's rights in the time period when the influence like Quef, Jacquet, and Jerusalem are impregnated, and the Forward believes that all important jobs should be open to women on the base of the skills and pride attitude rather than close on account of genders. He spoke with women and individual, but not half human couple. Forward saw that tradition marriage could potentially hurt women's rights as human beings, and through never married, written before the advocate of the term homosexuality, Forward recognized that both men and women had a wider range of sexual needs and preference which may change throughout their lives, including the same-sex sexuality and fertility. He argued that all sexual expression should be enjoyed as long as people are not abused, and that affirmative ones are different can actually enhance and socialist integration. Forward concern was to liberate every human individual, man, woman, child, in two sense, and education and liberty of human passion. What does that tell you? I hope this guy, if he was, I hope he was, I hope this, I wish this guy was still living. Because if he is, I want to strangle that motherfucker right now. Because I am pissed off that the word feminist came from a goddamn motherfucking man. Oh, ladies, y'all need to thank the man for that. Oh, yeah, that came from a white guy. I've been lied to anyway, so what's the point? They want to kill blacks, and that tell you right there. After they get blacks, white folks don't think one moment they won't get your ass too. You non-whites. If they can kill black people, they damn sure can kill whites. Y'all need to be aware of this stuff because it doesn't matter if you're pure black or you're damn pale white. Pale white, you 100% Sweden. Pure black, you 100% Nigerian. Pure Asian, you 100% Chinese. You see what I'm saying? Pure Latino is Mexican. What? Pure Native American is Cherokee. Pure Pacific Island, they talk about Samoans. When we gonna wake up, baby? And then pure Australians is what? Australian people? When we gonna wake up and see this shit for what it is? This shit should have been talked about. And his name is French corn is medically Charles Forward. Yeah, this guy right here, ladies and gentlemen, give a round of applause, man, for this and guest by show. Let's give him much love. Yeah. It's sad, man. It's sad that you got women, white women. Y'all need to look at this too. If you think I'm lying, look at that. Black women, look at that too. So that means they don't look at y'all as equal. Yeah, they don't even look at y'all as equal. If they don't even look at black people as equal, what makes you think they're going to look at y'all as equal? Because you got your legs cocked open and thinking that, well, I pop some kids. They can't stand good men. They'll walk all over him like he ain't nothing but a damn and the fruit of a goddamn fucking frog. But the dude that beat her ass, disrespect her, she don't got nothing shit to say. This shit is wrong. It has got to stop then. It's got to stop now. I don't care what it is. You can get mad at me for saying that, but it's the same thing, you fellas. I hope somebody get y'all asses because what y'all do, all y'all doing is make it harder. If you think I'm gonna take care of your kids because you can't take care of your own, but take care of your kids for you, you should have never got her pregnant, dude. Just like a woman should have never opened her legs. Dudes need to know how to keep their dick in their pants, and women need to know how to close their damn legs. How about that? And as long as they got them goddamn eugenics and they got that bitch Marvin Singh or whatever her fucking name is that came with that goddamn word of eugenics. Yeah. On top of that, trying to create a superhuman being race. You ever watch the show called Dragon Ball Z? You know, feature Goku and Frieza. Yeah, and then watch the show Naruto. I could have sworn when you look at Naruto, he looked like he's seen as a being Swedish guy, right? And Japanese. And even though they got Killer Bee, Killer Bee is preferred is the Wu-Tang Clan. I bet you're talking about Killer Bee. Killer Bee is preferred as the people of the Wu-Tang Clan. I know it is. I know it. And Naruto is not white. He looked like a name with Naruto. It sounds like Naruto. And when you say Naruto, it sounds like Kuta Kinte. Naruto, it sounds like non-Negro. And Naruto Utamaki, it sounds like Utakente. You see that? And his son, Baruto Utamaki. Baruto has come from the guy who run in the he's a Jamaican. He run in Olympics. Bolt. Usain Bolt, something like that. Go look him up. He's a good runner. Yeah, what does that tell you, people? They know exactly who he is. These so-called Asians, they come from us. These so-called Latinos, they come from us. These so-called white folks, they come from us. But they figure, hey, they don't need us anymore. But that's where they sadly mistaken. It ain't us that need them, yeah, but they need us. Without this shit, it would have never been nothing. I never forget my ancestors paid the way. I am so tired of this shit. I am. I am so sick and tired that they in the denial, huh? That they like to pretend like nothing ain't there. I want to cry right now. You got to know who you is, people. Because if you don't know who you are, then everybody else know who you is until you need to start know who you are. Yeah. What does that tell you? He came up the term feminist. Feminist in 1837. That's the before he died. Go look him up, people. Go look him up. A goddamn man on top of that. I bet you won't hear that from white women. I bet you won't hear that from black women. Oh, hell no. But you know what? Who I'm kidding. Oh, yeah, there are women being exploited. And if women, I feel your pain. But go look this stuff up if you think I'm lying to you. Go look this stuff up. He is closing up men and women's genders and trying to make the men be the woman and make the woman trying to be the man. There's a real reason why men's out of the homes. When a man get a woman pregnant, how he gonna take care of that damn child? And that's something that women ain't gonna never say. How he gonna take care of it? He had to go out there and sell drugs and steal and kill. You see what I'm saying? No wonder why these women go after these thugs. No wonder. I will never get a woman pregnant. At least I will go out there and eat. I'd rather eat a goddamn garbage can or eat in the damn grass. It's best eating the grass. If I can't afford to take care of some damn kids, I'll be the best father that I know how. Fellas, all I can say to you, I understand that men make mistakes. But goddamn, man, fellas, learn by your mistakes. And that goes to white men, Asian men, all men in general, even black men. I'm telling you right now, how you brought out this world because of a female. But if you read the Bible, that Adam came on this earth first, and then all of a sudden some rib pop out of his rib, then Eve came in. But who gave birth to Adam? We all know it's women, right? So there's no way women can't make it resist without a damn female. Everybody know that. Men can't. He think he can do without women. No, he can't. Women can't do without a goddamn guy. They can't. Where are these so-called feminist women at when Anthony Casey, when she killed her first child? Where were they at? You feminists, you white feminists, you black feminists, y'all full of shit. Y'all really are. Y'all are full of shit for some of the stuff you pull. Yeah. It's sad, people. It really sad. It came from this man. It came from this man. And don't think World Star Hip Hop and TMZ ain't never been. They've been those channels been owned by Viacom. Viacom own TMZ and the goddamn World Star Hip Hop. Don't think they won't, because they will. These are the same people that own MTV, BET, VH1, and all of them. Yeah, they own all these channels. And then you got TBS. That's come from Turner Broadcast Network, Turner Broadcast Station. Yeah, what do you think that would mean? Then you got OWN, means Oprah, Oprah Network. But how come Oprah, she can't even go to Switzerland and can't even stop racism over there? You got Nina Simone, God bless her soul. She can't even have a decent career over there because she's saying to trying to lift her damn folks. What have civil rights ever done for black folks, huh? What have civil rights ever done for us? I am sick and tired of this crap. We better wake up before it's too late. If we don't wake up right now, we're going to be finished. These people want us dead. And they don't even know why. It's because they can't produce black. That's why. There's two melanin people, not melanin people and non-melanin people. Yeah, white people can't produce that without the black man's gene. And they know it. They know it. They hang black men in trees. They cut on his dick. They humiliate him. If you would have did that shit to me, I would have beat your motherfucking ass. And I tell that to anybody. I'm going to keep my manhood. I don't know about you, but I'm keeping it in my pen. I decide if I want to have kids or don't. Just like it's her body, her choice, and whatever. But yeah, she won my wallet. If I can't get my act up, I won't get some sex tonight. I might as well ejaculate myself in my head and watching some extra flesh porn flick. Where we gonna get it, people? Everything is a joke now. And I bet you that show is about Jay-Z, Beyonce, Empire. I bet you is that show is about. I bet you. What else is it gonna be about? Couldn't be about Russell Simmons. It probably is the Simmons family. I bet you, they don't tell them. Being Mary Jane, that's another bullshit show. Being Mary Jane. I bet you that show is about Mary J. Blige because every time you always turn on your goddamn TV, you always hear a black woman can't find a man. Get your ass on. Why are we the only race do this shit? Yeah, black women really like this. They really like this, man. Black men, leave them alone. That's my advice. If you can't get your whole tired man correct, and stop knocking these black women because they've been knocked up long enough. Yeah, and any woman. If you could shake up a shoulder and how it would exploding, you stop it exploding. You know what I mean? For all you dudes talking about you ain't gonna pull out, you better pull your ass out, or it will pull you in out, something you can't get out. But let it be another man take care of your damn kid, then you want to get all mad. No, fuck y'all. Y'all Negroes, man. I don't know what your fucking problem is. But let it be a goddamn white girl, you move your ass in and try to get your ass life correct. And you sisters, y'all do the same fucking thing. When you get a fucking white man, you move your ass on. You move your ass on then because you know those white people don't play with that shit. As crazy and wicked they can be at times, I call white people the SIDS, and they can get down. I was watching the Friday the 13th, the 4th, the 5th, or whatever. There was a dude telling him to give him a chocolate candy bar. And he was trying to talk to him. He was pissed off. And guess what he did? He struck an X and struck him in the goddamn back. That's how violent white guys can be. They are violent. They are extremely cardiated violent. And black men ain't gonna fuck with that because I know they wouldn't unless you got their blood. If you got their blood in you, you know it. Europeans, they really need to change how they are, how they've been seen, and the way they've been trained on TV. The only time we see white people on TV, we don't even know if they really like this or not. I would have left white people alone for good because many of them are being fucked around, getting kicked out, and all that. I'm telling you, they're gonna offend themselves to a point. There's some good white people. Don't get me wrong, and I'm very aware of that. There's racism towards them too. Even from the ones who are mixed with black. There's racist towards Asians. There's racist towards anybody else. I got my fucked up nieces. They something else. Boy, I tell you, man. We live in some darkness times right now. We live in some darkness times right now. These are dark days ahead, dark hours at the time. We need to be ashamed of ourselves as a people because I swear, man, I swear, we live in society. It's so fucked up. Yeah, he died in Paris. Yeah, yeah, people. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, and trying to save humanity. If he really want to save humanity, if he really want to save humanity, then why is it that he came up to turn so that they abuse each other and then that what they saying they kill and they produce because they keep abusing each other. And that show you right there, men and women are not equal. It goes to show you that black and white not equal. White people and black people have been fighting each other since 700 years to 1492 to the goddamn 1500s, the 1600s, the 1700s, the 1800s, the 1900s, and the goddamn 2000s. Yeah, that been going on for quite some time. It needs to stop now. They did an article study on this. In 2050, the world is going to be brown. It's still black, and white people population is going to be increased low 50%. That's kind of bad. But why is it that they always talking about black people is 15 to 13, 14% of the population? Or what they trying to say? If you put 15 and 14%, that make it 1,200 and 1,000 to 1,400 and 4,000 100%. That we more population than they are. Why is that? Why would they worry about a bunch of group of people going to vote? Because they're going to be afraid they're going to be taken out of power. That's all what it is. That whole Jim Crow, man. That before I wrap this up, man, because I'm tired of doing this. I know the truth. I know why we do the things that we do, and I know why. This whole Jim Crow laws did a lot of damage. This whole Jim Crow law, separate but equal. The status for African American. Yeah, I'm not gonna read this. Y'all can look it up. And they got black codes. And black code, you know what that is about? Black code. Yeah, for southern states, meaning they got sundown town. There's a song by Ozzy Osbourne called "Shot in the Dark." That's preferred sundown town, and Ozzy Osbourne need his ass for doing a record like that. He know what he's singing about. Yeah, people. Yeah, look what it says. Negro leaders and Republican origin. Republican organs. Yeah, people. Look what it says. Feudalism in Europe. It was. White folks were fighting each other, killing each other before they trying to go after us. And when then our people killing each other as well over there in Africa somewhere from different tribes. Look what it says from 300 enslaved status. Look what it says. The word slave is still black people are descendants from the Slav people. That's still part of the descendants of the Europeans. In a group and bear arms. Bear arms. What are they talking about? Guns. They worried about the crime is going to decrease. It's going to crime rising up. They talking about these Latinos, these goddamn blacks, these goddamn Middle East people. Defend a property, defend of state. Yeah, what do you think? What do you think Bill of Rights, the Bill of Rights is about? English crown. That's still Britain. They have to protect this cash system. That's what it's all about. That's why white people do the things they do. They gotta protect this cash system. And then I'm gonna say this to white people: who you gonna shoot for? And what might happen when you do shoot blacks and whites? I mean, blacks and Asian, and everybody else. Y'all gonna turn around and kill each other. That's what you're gonna do. I swear. And then you got Mexico. You got the drug cartels are killing Mexican people. Yeah, the drug cartels, and they don't even want them over here. The white people don't want them over here. They always think it's blacks. No, it's whites too. They don't want your ass over here, but they don't mind you making money with them. See, this is what I don't get. They have a problem with Mexicans when they come over here, but they don't mind when Mexicans come and work over here and ship them home. See, that just goes to show you what this all about. Even though guns was, and then you got Switzerland and United Kingdom. Yeah, that's who carrying more guns. Mexico, Cuba. Yeah, yeah. One, two, three, four, and five. 5 nations carrying gun laws. Who carrying more guns than anybody? White Americans. Who carrying more? Who carrying more Brazil about property? White Americans. And who are they fighting with? They're fighting with blacks. No, it's black Americans they got a problem with. Because when I go to black community, they don't carry no guns. I ain't never said what unless they serve in the military to serve the white brothers. See, there's a real reason why Boule is there to try to keep the they still serving whites. To this day, white people can't serve themselves. That goes to show you they know they come from us, even if they want to admit it or not. The Bill of Rights. I've been taught the Bill of Rights ever since I went to damn high school. I had to taught this goddamn stuff, and no wonder why they believe this goddamn stuff. In Old English and barely in part of the attention of bear to mean to bear. Yeah, the bear. Over there in Berlin is Bern. Bern is the capital people of Switzerland. And Bern is, not no capital of Switzerland, but it's New Bern in North Carolina, where the soda called Pepsi Cola. That where you think Pepsi come from? That come from North Carolina. And Burning Cross, yeah. You know they're against Jesus Christ. You can't tell me, because if they really side with God, why they burn the mistake towards against God? Because these are the people are being cast and burned when they left out of goddamn Israel to all the way to goddamn Britain, Germany, or whatever, and France, and all the way. This is why the stuff that's happening in France right now. I don't condone anybody who profit pain, profit misery. But this is a karma that you can't do things to people and don't think and ain't turn around and do that shit to you. And that goes to not only white Americans, that goes to my own, that goes to anybody. I understand you gotta protect yourself. Hell, I even saw a couple police officers beating up this white cat. And not only that, they zapped him, they killed him. It ain't blacks they just attack. They're attacking whites, they're attacking everybody. Even why you think they killed JFK? Because he telling you American citizens of public, arm your bear guns because your government is coming after y'all. Why do you think this? Yeah, there's a real reason why this stuff. And let's say Obama and Bush are related in some ways, because let's be honest. White people looking at it, he is not one of them. That's all it is. We all know Obama got white blood, but he still ain't one of us. Because thanks to Johann Frederick Boom and Bach that came up that goddamn fucking term Caucasian, why we in this shit. Like the word African American. Who came up the term African American? Jesse motherfucking Jackass. Yeah, Jesse Jackson came up the term African American. Yeah. My people are still scared of whites. To this day, they still do. But you got to understand, these people are part of you anyway. You got whites who are afraid of blacks, and they shouldn't. They're a part of us anyway. So whites going to have to accept the fact they're a part of us, even if they don't like us or not. Even if we don't like them or not. Before I wrap this up, man, because let's go after this whole Jim Crow, and at the end, we're going to wrap this stuff up, man, because the more you look at it, then you see why there's so much goddamn tension between black and white. Yeah, this guy, the cover to an early inediment of Jumping on Jimmy Crow and cover music 1832. The phrase Jim Crow law can be found at 1892 in the title of a New York Times article about voting laws in the South. They don't want black people to vote. So you know we got more numbers than anybody. And they fucking spook when blacks start voting. And I need to start thought about voting because the only way to beat them is cash them in, cash them out. That's their biggest fear. We can shut this fucking system down if we have to. And that's what they fear. Imagine if black men decide to say, you know what? Let's stop going to NFL. Let's stop going to NBA. See, they be scared to death if that happens. And y'all, white brothers and sisters, y'all know it. Y'all be scared to death when that happens. If black men decided, you know what, let's not go to porn industry anymore. We can, do our own thing and have our own webcam and web online and put some webcam movies online. They wouldn't like it. And have their own network and public media form. This is why they're against it. The phrase, the origin of the phrase Jim Crow have been an adequate tribute to Jimmy Crow, a sing and dance and celebrate of black performance means they're not allowed to perform on theaters. They're not allowed to go to a damn restaurant. They're not allowed to do all that because simply the reason why black people was discriminated is because we don't own any caste system. That's why. Until black people need to start owning their own banking system, then we'll abolish this goddamn country. By the former white actor Tom D. Rice in blackface, which the first refaced in 1832 and was used to Andre Jackson and popular policies as a result of the Rice fame. Jim Crow by 1838 and had become as the legitimate expression meaning Negro when the sudden and legitimate and passed the laws of racial separation directed towards the blacks at the end of the 19th century. There becomes known as Jim Crow laws. That's all it is. Mean we can't control the music industry. This is why look at what they did to hip hop right now. Hip hop was fucked up. When Eminem came and slammed to that door, we knew that Eminem was going to take over. Eminem is Swedish descent. He also Irish. He also German. And if you look at Eminem's album cover, it's called Recovery. He got the goddamn Templar symbol logo in there. And Eminem needed his ass kicked to sacrifice his own best friend, Proof. And he know he was not right. He know he was wrong. Eminem, I hope you listen to this. You need your ass being kicked out. But you know what? I hate to say it, Benzino was right. Benzino was right. This is why Benzino went after him because they knew that Eminem, he had to be a racist. He had to. If Eminem, why this guy win more Grammys than any other rapper? Why is it if he's not a racist and he didn't date a black girl and there's rumor going on that Eminem is gay? And not only that, about his daughter and his biggest friend, they're taking his daughter. You can't tell me that Eminem ain't sacrificed his best friend. You can't tell me he ain't had nothing to do with Proof's death. And because if you look at the word sacrifice means doing without something, doing something that's right, or giving something up. Giving something up mean you don't give a damn about it. And that's what Eminem did. He did not give a damn about Proof. Because if he did, he would have won a Grammy by the side of him. He would have give him a house, give him a place to stay, or something like that. What real friends do. You don't do your friends like that. And without Proof, This guy will put him on, even though Uncle Ronnie introduced this music stuff at a very young age. But Proof was the one was put him into battles in Detroit. And there's some tension between D12 and Eminem. So, I stopped listening to Eminem a long time ago. It made me want to say fuck Feminem because now I see the truth now. Benzino was right. Benzino was right. Benzino was right when he said that this rap industry has been used as a racial monopoly game. And thanks to the goddamn Confederate flag, it basically means Conrad my motherfucking oath. They swear the oath. Yeah, what you think they talking about? They got to protect the elite, the white elite. They got to protect the banking system because they're afraid that black people are going to find out they stole that money from Africa. And this is what the Confederate state of America is. Confederate State of America, the CSA or the CS, and commonly referred to as Confederacy, was a confederate of the American states existed from 1861 to 1865. It was originally referred by seven slave states in the lower South region of United States. A whole is the region of economy was mainly in department and upward agriculture and probably of cotton and plantation system that and revent of upward and enslavement of African Americans. So that's why they're taking this Confederate flag down, because they still show that they don't like black Americans. They hate black Americans. Even Africans is not descendants of slaves. And so is African American mixed with white. They're talking about Nigerian people. In other words, don't want to associate, a nigger don't want to associate Nigerian people. This is why a lot of this stuff is going on. Slavery was illegal and had practice in each of the 13 colonies and organization, political, and social movement to end slavery, beginning in the mid 18th century, and settle of the American Revolution and the equal vote by the declare of the independence recently, and many black Americans towards the revolution cause and their own hopes of emancipation, and others enjoying the British Army. The encouraged by the British promise of freedom is changed for the military service for free blacks also fought in the revolution on both sides. Seeing the black patriot and black loyal to this, yeah, there was a fighting against the British. There was, but there's one problem though. If we be enslaved, then why is it they say free blacks, being black people were mixed with white, mixed with Asians, and you wonder why Native Americans look like they dark Asians and dark natives and got some white European certain hair features. Man, no wonder. This is why there's so much problem. So you know that not only are people our own people being enslaved by Europeans even slave their own people. The dirty whites, basically Irish, Greek, Jews, and Italians. Those are the ones whites they don't give a fuck about. The only whites they care about is German, Sweden, and goddamn fucking Poland, and goddamn I forgot Slovakians. They don't give a fuck. Gypsies and Romania. That's still Italians. That's all it is. But this is why a lot of these things are happening. They practice racism, but they're descendants of Slavic people from Europe. The first slaves were whites. But why we're being taught that first slaves were blacks? That is not true. Some say we slaved them and they slaved us. See, this is don't make no damn sense. Then whites being enslaved by their own people, we've been enslaved by our own people. Asians did the same thing. Their own people slaved them, and then they start slaving us and also whites. Whites slaved them, and they slave us. We slave them. The list goes on. This is why there's so much goddamn tension between black and white. This is why there's so much tension. It should have been stopped. But before I wrap this up, because this whole Jim Crow shit, black people should get reparation. They should have. They should have. They should have. When you look Confederate, that Confederate come from Bern of Switzerland. Yeah. So you know Sweden empire profit out of this stuff from World War One to World War Two. Are the people from goddamn Russian Empire what they did to their own people and everybody else? And they, and it's crazy. I don't know about Sweden, but there's 7 empires, and there's a couple of languages that Europeans have, even though they Japhet in the Bible. And for anybody that believed that curse of Ham, it sounds like Noah was molesting his own grandson, and his son witnessed what his father did to his own son. That's what it sounds like to me. That's what it sounds like. Or it sounds like him was having sex with his own mother, and then came out Canaan. You see how that sounds like? And their brother to cover up their father's offense and not covering up their brother's offense. It happens right then. It happened right now. That's what curse of Canaan was about. Not curse of Ham, the curse of Canaan. That's why it's that about child molestation and committed to adultery. Abel and Cain, that was about that Abel was get the more favor from been favored by certain people, even from the girls, from God and everything else. And Cain was jealous of that because Cain didn't have no seek from the father in his life. Abel had a father in his life. This is why women always make some dumbass mistakes, and they wonder why they're being a single mother. This is why women been messed with bad guys for years. Oh, they'll fuck a bad guy, but they'll make love a good guy. You see the difference? They'll hurt a good guy, but the bad guy hurt her, because deep down women fear them. That's why. Just like men will hurt the good woman and let the bad woman do wrong by him. Or he'll make love to a good girl, but the bad girl, he'll fuck a bad girl. You see the difference? You see the difference between those two? You see the difference, folks? You see the difference? And before I wrap this up, man, we got to know who these people are, man. Because a lot of this stuff, what we've been taught, the Tea Party. A tea party is performing a ritual around to the small meal called afternoon tea. Informal tea party are offered and charismatic by using of the process much as the proclaim and bone china or silver. The table is made to look as pretty with the cloth on napkins and matching the cups and plates. In addition to tea, and larger party may provide in punch or in cold weather hot chocolate. Tea is and can be achieved pretty by a variety of foods that are easily to manage while in sitting on the room then sandwich, much as the current cat or tomatoes cake slice, buns, or roll cookies, biscuits, and cones are all common. That come from Britain. That come from Britain. That come from Russia Empire. Yeah, that come from all that stuff. That's what this whole Tea Party coming together, getting this together, how we can abolish and re-abolishment to take over this country, take over this land. This is what this whole tea of Alice in Wonderland. What is that? That show you what that is about. How to plan and take plans to take over and extinguish and externalize the world. That's all this shit is about. For all you Tea Party partying people, y'all some damn fool. Y'all want to take over the damn world. And that's what it's all about. See, this is what I don't get about white folks. They say they don't want people to hate them. But you got Russia and Ukraine who have issues with each other. They don't even like each other. That's the toppest thing of that. See, this is what I'm talking about. I wish a skinhead would skin me. I'm gonna skin his whole damn head and make it a ice cold collector of skull ice connector, make a ice connection of ice a skull a piece in his head. That's what I do. Wear it as a silver near a silver necklace. And I'm dead serious and I ain't joking. But like I said, man, you gotta know who you are, man. Don't let anybody define what you as a person who you are. Define who you really are. Cause it's a damn shame. There's a real reason why nobody wants to be identified themselves as black. There's a real reason for this. There's a real reason for that because this system was built to reinsert and serve how they can serve and can't servilize themselves. They get some people to serve for them. That's what the Freemasons is about. That's what the Skull and Bone is about. That's what Boule is about. That's what Illuminati is about. These Babylonian, and Babylon mysteries and mystery archives and mystery schools. These people, man. And look at the people that we got to deal with. Self-hating ass blacks. Self-hate and these racist cover up racist motherfuckers out there to serve white people's agenda and serving black people of cover black of misery and misery. That's all I can say about that. But just give me your comments and give me your video response and tell me what you think of this video. All right. And it's your boy Nomination. This is Back in the Base. The Jungle. This is Ivy the Text, baby. Until next time. All right. Peace. All right.